everyone, and welcome to your hour of... Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to your hour of readings. It's lovely to be back with you all. I do look forward to our get-togethers where I get to see you all again and bring through your loved ones in spirit. For those that haven't seen me before, my name is Kirsty Ashton and I'm a spiritual medium. When I tend to do lives, I tend to bring through the evidence of your loved ones in spirit and then find the recipient of where I'm going. And that's just how spirit work with me at the moment. It may change in time because they do like to change how you work, but that's just how we work at the moment. So I don't tend to just go to somebody's name. It is the loved one that tells me where I need to be going. So if you just give me a second and we'll get started. I hope you're enjoying the nice weather if you're in the UK. It's nice to actually get some dry days where you can be outside. So let's see where we're going today for the first reading. Hi Claire, lovely to have you here this afternoon. I hope you're well. And hi Michelle, I hope you're well as well. And hello Diane. Let's see. And Linda, lovely to have you all here. And Lisa. Right. I'm good, thank you, Diane, and I hope you're well too. I do have a lady with me. She's not telling me who she is yet, but she's a very lovely lady, very down to earth. She loved her friends and family, and she loved life. She was a very positive lady. I do feel she didn't reach a very old age. She did pass. Well, she's saying she was in a prime, but she goes, I didn't see old bones. I know she had a lovely personality. She's just coming across so friendly and bubbly. And I do feel it was a cancerous condition that took her, because she just made me feel very nauseous. But she was a fighter. She didn't give up. She just liked to keep going, and her drive to keep trying to get better was her friends and family. They give her the strength to just keep fighting. But she just loved her, and she's saying her friends were a family. She just made everybody feel so welcomed. I'm just trying to get the relationship from her. She did love to chat. She loved to chat. She was just so welcoming to everybody. She could meet somebody and she'd chat and make them feel welcome. She's just on about life at the minute, and she just loved life. She's making me work because she's laughing. She had a lovely laugh, an infectious laugh. So you can take a lot of this, Diane. I wish she'd tell me who she is. I've not got in a sense of who she is yet. She just enjoyed life so much. She loved socialising with her friends and family. And get-togethers. I know who I need to go to July is quite a significant month, because she's just saying that July is significant she's not telling me why. She always made an effort in everything she did, whether it were home with the family or with her friends. She always made everybody feel special. And that would just, that's why July is significant. I'll come to you, Diane, and then Michelle, if there's still something else and you can still take a lot of it, I'll come to you afterwards. So is it okay if I try and work with you, Diane? She just lived life to the full. She loved life. She didn't want to give up. She's going out with a fighter. She had a stubborn streak in her. And her stubborn streak, it just kept her going. She says, I've always had a stubborn streak. And what was that? I need to give you the month of May as well. There's something significant about May. But she's saying that you've got a lot going on at the minute, Diane. That you've got your mind's going 10 to a dozen, and you're finding it hard to switch off. And that's why she's coming through for you today, because she wants to give you some support and some love. Because at times you don't know always who to talk to. She's saying that over the years that you've been hurt by people, or people have broken your trust. And so some of the time you just keep things in. Because she's saying she just bubbles up with things sometimes because you don't know who to talk to. But she's saying you can still talk to me. You can still talk to me because I'm here listening. And you know I won't say anything. But I know that you sense when spirit is around you, and that you do talk to them, and you do sense when your loved ones are there with you. And I know that this lady was very special for you. And I know that you did a lot together, and you loved being in each other's company. And you could talk for you do. She was like a chatterbox, but you were both the same when you got together. She just got a heart of gold. But what was that? She just said something and it went. She always celebrated you. She was always very thoughtful, but she made you feel like you could do anything. She just and she wants you to make you feel now that you can do anything you put your mind to. Because she's saying you sometimes doubt yourself. And she's saying there's no need for you to doubt yourself because you're good enough. You're just as good as everybody else. she's coming across very nurturing. And normally when it's very nurturing, it's normally like a motherly figure in your life or grandmotherly figure. So I don't know if I've got that right. She's just coming across very nurturing towards you and very caring. But she was your biggest supporter in life, and your bestie. But when your friend was here, she was very nurturing. I know I got the relationship's my fault. She was very nurturing and caring towards you. But she's still glad that you have these natters and that you still do turn to her. And I know she liked music as well. And she loved to have a dance because she's singing Dancing Queen by ABBA. So I know that there was nights out where you'd have had a dance together or even at home. But there's been some emotion around you as well recently. And she just wants to let you know that she loves you to bits and that you've got this. Just keep doing what you're doing. And she's saying if you're having a bad day, fake it till you make it. Because you don't realise how... She's saying you don't realise how good you are. She's just such a lovely lady that anybody could get on with. But she would have stuck up for you no end if anything ever went wrong. She would always use the biggest supporter, but she had you back as well. And you had her back. And that's what made the relationship so special. I've picked a card for you and it's this one. And it says journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. But it doesn't always have to mean that you're physically going on a journey. It could be in life, with things that's happening, that you're heading in a new direction, or you feel you're at a crossroads and you need to decide which direction to take. There's a lot of green in this card, and green for me, it's two things. I know there's somebody around you at the minute that needs some healing, but also nature. She's saying go out, being outdoors, because she's saying that helps you as well, being out in nature. And listen for the wildlife and things like that, because you find water and relaxing, or even listening to the birds and things like that. But to stay focused, but also she's saying take that trip that you've always wanted to do when you can, and plan adventures, and just say yes to more things. Because she's saying, I know there's a song, it says things can only get better, and that's what she's giving for you. So just to stay focused, look forward, and we're not all... She's stepping back a little now, and she's just saying we're not always meant to get on with everybody. And sometimes it's for our learning, and sometimes it's for others when things like that happen. So I'll just leave all her love with you, Diane, and she's just got an abundance of love to give you. and she just wants to give you a big hug, but she's raising a glass to you to say cheers to you for all you've been through and for how strong you are to get through everything that you deal with in life over the years. So I'll just say thank you for working with me, Diane. Such a lovely lady. She would have had me chatting all afternoon, I feel. Right. That's very significant. Her birthday's tomorrow. She knows that she was on your mind, and she wanted to get in first for the first message of the day. So thank you, Diane. Right, let's see where we're going now. You're so welcome. Right, I've got another lady with me, but this lady does feel very grandmotherly. She knew how she wanted things to be. She was a strong character. She's saying, I was the boss in the family, so I know everybody looked up to her. She wasn't scared of saying what she thought. She just got on with it. But everybody loved her and had so much time for her. She had a very good she's saying it was a good stubborn streak. Because later in life, when she needed some help or assistance with just day-to-day things, she dug her heels in a bit because she felt like she was giving up. But she wasn't. She was just too independent. She loved a routine. She's saying, I was a chatterbox. I was a people person. But she loved her family a bit. So Cornelia. And I feel you had a good relation. And Jade, let me see. Oh, we've got a few. Right. I'll just get some more information. Because there's a few of you. She was a chatterbox. She loved getting her hair done, and she was a nosy neighbour. She's saying I was a bit of a curtain twitcher, but I was obvious with it. She'd stand in front at mirror with a window. She goes, there were no peeking round the curtains for me. And she just had a very good sense of humour. She didn't wear much jewellery, but what she wore was sentimental and significant. And there's something about a necklace that somebody's got, a necklace of hers, because she keeps making me pick mine up. But she wore a necklace and her rings. I can't tell if she wore earrings, but I know there were rings on the fingers. And she wore a little watch. Alison. Oh. Alison and Jade. And I feel that her eyes got a little worse over the years because she wore this little watch. But it was a good job she had other clocks in the house because she couldn't always tell the time on the watch because the hands were really small. But it was just habit of wearing it. She was a very punctual lady. And she didn't like time wasters. And she had a lot of knickknacks around the house, ornaments everywhere. And somebody used to say to her, what's that point at having all them, they attract dust? But it's what she liked. So she's saying what she liked goes. She goes, it were me dusting them, not anybody else. But there were all sorts of little knickknacks and little ornaments about. And she loved flowers. I know I'm between Jade and Alison. I might work with you both because I feel everything's so close. I do feel that there's two people with me. So Alison, I'll work with you first and then I'll come back to Jade if that's okay. She was a character, Alison. She had a cracking sense of humour. And she's saying, I didn't always know how funny I was. She'd just come out with things and it would make people laugh. I know this lady loved Christmas. She loved the build up to it, buying all the little presents and getting all the food in and stuff. And getting the quality streets and the nuts and things like that. She loved the preparation. And she just loved that it were a time when everybody wasn't working and everybody could come together because family was so important to her. And she's on about nutcrackers as well. So she was very well prepared, but that were her life. She was always prepared and organised. Let's see but she's saying, I know you've just said you take after her, but you do. You've got a lot of her characteristics. She's saying that you're a hard worker, but you always put your family first. Because family is so important to you. And there was just a special bond with you. I had a special bond with my nan, and I was the first granddaughter too. And that bond is never broken. And I know you found it hard when she passed, but she's saying, I'm still here now, I'm not suffering. And she does come around you a lot because I feel like there's been a lot of ups and downs in life, but you just get on with it. And she's saying you've no time for time wasters as well. And you're very organised. But you've done her so proud, she's saying, because you always look out for everybody. And she's saying in some ways you took on her role. Because it were hard for people when she passed, but you just wanted to make sure everybody were all right, and you do that with your family now. You're always checking in and everything. But she's saying that some people have let you down over the years, and she's just saying to leave them to it. She's saying you're too important to deal with people that aren't worth your time, because your time is important. And she's saying she gave big hugs as well. And I know she had a sweet tooth. She had a sweet tooth, but she was always in the kitchen doing something. If she wasn't cooking, she was baking. And she's giving a birthday cake. So I know there's a birthday coming up, either within the next few days or August. She's not telling me. But just don't change. She goes, don't change for anybody. You're you, and you're you, and that's what's important. You've been let down a lot over the years, but just leave them to it. Look forward, and just keep going, because things will get easier with time. But just focused on the loved ones that matter to you, that are there for you. Because she's saying there's no need for one-sided relationships and friendships. And it was something I've already spoken about to a friend today. But to take some time for you, because she's saying some days you run ragged. And she's saying take a breather when you can. She goes, even if it's just putting your feet up and watching your favourite TV show, or going for a walk in nature, or meeting up with a friend. It's your time now to do for you. I picked a card for you, and it's this one, and it says Nature's Signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature. As you go about your day, nature talks to you unconditionally. We need only open our hearts and minds. And I know when you're in it, you can feel at peace when you're in nature. And there's a lot of green in the card, so I feel it is for nature, but it's also there's healing. There's somebody around you that needs some healing at the moment, if it's not yourself. There's like a little river going down, and I feel like you like the sound of water because you find it relaxing. And she's saying to look out for the butterflies, because that's a sign from her that she's with you, that she is always with you, and she does sometimes move things around your house as well. Let me see. I need to give you the number 3. So if it's not like the 3rd of a month, either 3 in a family, or the 3rd month, which should be March. But just to stand tall and be proud of you and all you've achieved. And to keep looking forward and not backwards. To remember those happy memories and stay focused on them. So I'll just leave her love with you, Alison. She's a lovely lady. And thank you for working with me. Can I come to Jade, please? Are you still here, Jade? No, I still was drawn to, I know you couldn't take the ornaments, but I was still drawn to your name as well, and I know you could take a lot that's been said. And you're so welcome, Alison. Your gran was... She had a cracking sense of humour, and nothing to apologise for. That's just made me laugh. And your gran's laughing as well. She had a cracking sense of humour, and she loved people, but I feel you got on really well with her. She's just coming through with an immense amount of love for you. And she's saying you always listen to her. She's not opening it up or telling me what she means, but she's saying you listen to her. What was that? She's giving you September as a significant month. She's giving you December, but she loved Christmas. There's something about December. I don't know if it is just because it's Christmas, but she loved spoiling you all. But she was very thoughtful with everything, and she keeps going back to the necklace. So I know you cherish the necklace that you've got of hers. She brings a lot of... When she was here, she gave everybody a lot of strength, and she made everybody believe that they could do something. She never really put people down, but she was a supporter of those she loved, and she stuck up for those she loved as well. So I know if there were ever any fallouts, or if something was said and she didn't agree with it and it were upsetting to somebody else, she'd say what needed saying. And she moves things around your house. I know I gave that to Alison, but if you ever lose anything, or you put something down and go back 10 minutes later and it's gone, she tries to give signs to you that she is with you, and flickering lights as well, because one of my lights has just flickered. So that she does that. She's just a character. She's just making me laugh. But she's glad that how far you've come, and that life has been rough, but you're stronger than you think. But she's glad that you're on this spiritual path, because she's saying it's been so good for you, but you like to learn, and she's excited of where this is going to take you. I'm glad she's not started with a Cockney rhyming slang. Would be a bit lost then. But she's so proud of you, and she just wants you to embrace this journey that you're on, because she's saying that you're blossoming, and she loves to see your work, because you're gaining confidence, and that's all she's wanted for you. She's saying, I know this is her sense of humour, she's saying, I like to see you talking to the ghosts, but I know that you talk to her and you ask for help and advice, and that you do with all your loved ones. She was a medium too. It makes sense with you just saying that. But she's saying to stop doubting yourself and just embrace everything that's on your journey. and embrace trying new things, because you've got the gift and you're helping so many people. And that's what you like to do. You like to help others, and you're helping others on their healing journey when they've lost someone they love. There's a song and there's a line in it, everything will be all right. I don't know if it's a Bob Marley song or something. All she's giving me is the line, but she's singing it, everything will be all right. She's not giving me the name of the song, but she wants you to listen to the words in it. She's giving you this card and it says purity. Always trust. No, woman, no. Thank you, Stace. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart and within it. I feel that song's significant, Jade. Look inside your heart and within it you will find the answer to your question. In the card there's a white stallion. It's a white unicorn. And normally horses for me are a symbolism of strength. And she's bringing that strength for you. But the lights, the horse is holding a lamp, a lit lamp. And it's guiding the way for you. And to trust yourself on this journey and follow the light to lead you through your spiritual path to where you're going to be. There's a lot of pink, and pink for me is love from spirit. So I know you've got a lot of love from your loved ones in spirit. And white is for peace, which you need at this journey. But there's a lot of sparkle. And your grand's saying that she's glad that you've got your sparkle back. There's some purple in the card, and that's for your spiritual path. And it looks like lavender, but it's in one path. So that's showing you the way. But the fairy in the card is just stood tall and be proud. And that's what you need to do. But just take your time and be patient with yourself. And you've got this. And she just wants to give you, she's saying, a big squeeze. And to let you know that she's got your back. And that she's always there for you. And she always will be. So can I just leave her love with you, Jade? And thank you for working with me. And just as she stepped back, she said you can lean on her anytime you need to. So thank you for working with me, Jade. And we'll see where we're going now. Let's see. I've got another lady with me, and she's feeling very motherly. Her family, her children meant the world to her, and she would have done anything for them. She'd had a fought for them, stood up for them, and she believed in them. She's such a kind soul, and she's kind come across very gentle, very calm, very loving. And she just loved her family. She was a very hard worker, and she could have made something out of nothing. And she was very organised as well. She's just coming through very calm, and I feel she was a calming influence around anybody that was in her company. And I know she's missed. Christina. Was your nan very motherly towards you, Christina? Because she's just coming through with her mother's love. She was at her happiest when everybody was there, and she loved everybody around the table. She's saying she was a good cook. That makes sense. It was just the love she came through with. That's why she made me feel like she was a mum. She's saying I was a good cook and made everything from scratch. She's saying I was a good baker as well. She goes, I was a good all-rounder. And she just she made everybody feel special. And she's saying, she made everything, but she goes, I made everybody feel special. And everybody were my favourites. She's saying that you've needed her at the moment. That life's been a bit hectic, but it would have helped you so much having her to turn to at the moment. Because she's saying that something's hurt you. And she was the lady that you could confide in. You could confide in her and you knew it wouldn't go any further. Because she's saying she don't like to see her grandbabies get hurt. She don't like you seeing... I feel there's emotion around you as well at the moment, Christina. Because she's saying, I've wiped away the tears for you over the years. And she always got in your favourite sweets and biscuits, and if she knew you were going. And there'd always be cake as well. And if anybody ever came round, she'd always have, for a cuppa, there'd always be cake or fresh biscuits and things like that. Let me see, it's just... She's just saying something. You need to be, with all that's going on for you at the minute, Christina, you need to be kind to yourself and patient. But your nan's saying she's helping you on this process with everything that's going on at the moment. And she comes close to you a lot anyway, but especially at the moment with everything that you've got going on. She's bringing you a yellow rose, and yellow for me is a bit of upliftment. And she just wants everything to work out for you. And she's saying, I am helping you, I'm doing my best to help you. So she's been that support to you from spirit. And she's saying, carry on talking to me, because I am listening. You can always confide in me. And she's just she has a heart of gold. She loved, she always dressed nicely, and she liked fresh flowers in the house, and she liked a bit of colour as well. She's saying I wasn't drab and boring. She's giving you a horseshoe, and a horseshoe for me is for good luck. And she's saying when you were younger, she liked to keep all the drawings and paintings that you did for her, and all the cards that were made. She liked to keep all those things because she was very sentimental. I need to give you, say that again, April is a significant month, and September as well. And she liked listening, she liked having the radio on, and she's saying I'd have she liked to have the radio on if she were busy, or the TV if she were busy doing her jobs around the house. She'd go and I'd have a little sing song when nobody were listening. She's just such a lovely lady, and she's just bringing that love through for you at this time. Just pick this card for you, and it says Magical Gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. And your nan's saying that your future is ahead of you. And there's a gate with a light shining, and she's showing you the way with everything that's going on at the minute. She's showing you the way to go. There's a lot of healing that's needed around you at minutes. There's a lot of green in the card, but to look forward and to forget the hard things that have happened or the bad memories from the past, and to look forward, but just remember the happy things that you did together, and that she always made you feel special. But she's saying to believe in the magic, and don't let anybody put you down because you can do anything you want to. And I know that she made you feel magical and like you could do anything. So just to keep the strength that you need at the moment, but remember that you've got your nan's strength with you as well, and to carry on talking to her. And she's showing me a candle, and it's like somebody's lighting it in somebody's memory. So there's something significant about that. But she just loves you to bits. She goes, I always have and I always will. And she loves you to the moon and back. And I need to give you the number 11 as well, just as she's stepping back. I just saw that in lights. So she's saying to carry on letting her help you and keep going. So I'll just say thank you for working with me, Christina, and I'll leave the love of your nan with you. Can I come to Cornelia, please? I just keep seeing you, keep getting drawn to your name. And I don't know why yet. Is it okay if I try and work with you, Cornelia? I just keep getting drawn to your name and I don't know why yet. But I know there's a lady in spirit for you that you were very close to, and that she always looked out for you. Let me just check I got the name right. Yeah, Cornelia, I did. Yes. There's a lady in spirit, Cornelia, that you were very close to, and it were hard for you when she passed. She had a motherly influence on you. I don't know if it is mum, but this lady mothered you. She was very down to earth, very kind, very loyal, and very trustworthy. But she's saying she needed to come through today to let you know you're not on your own. That she is there with you. She is helping you. Because she's saying you're finding it hard to switch off at the moment. That at times your mind's going 10 to the dozen. And you're not sleeping very well as well. I do feel it is mum. Just with how she's making me feel. But your mum would have done anything for you. And you've got quite a lot of people in spirit that have your back. She's giving you a bag of they're like sherbet bonbons. So I don't know if you remember them from when you were a child. And they're the pink ones. And she's just bringing the pink around you at the moment for the love that you need. Because life hasn't been easy. And you don't always know who to trust and who you can turn to. But your mum's just saying that you can still trust your loved ones in spirit because they're fighting your corner. And that's important. Let me see what else she's got to say. I need to give you August as a significant month. And your mum's saying you've got a good friend as well who you can turn to. But August is a significant month for either a birthday, a passing, or an anniversary. I know you've got some things of your mum's as well. And do you sometimes smell her perfume? Because I just got a whiff of perfume. Because she does things to try and get your attention or to let you know when she is there with you. But she does give you a lot of signs. And she's handing you a white feather as well. I picked this card for you and it says come together. Fairies like to be busy and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps to get the job done. And I think your mum's made me pick this card for you because there is people around you that you can turn to, that you can trust. And there's people there that want to help you. And she wants you to do things for you that you enjoy. And she's saying she's giving you a pad and paper. So when your head's full of everything, she's saying just write it all down to get it out of your head. Because she wants you to have some better sleep. Because she checks on you all the time, but on a night she checks on you as well. She's bringing healing in for either yourself or somebody close to you. But she's saying about being in nature as well. To being out in the fresh air, listening to the birds and looking at the butterflies and things just might help you switch off as well. But there's 4 fairies in the card, so I need to, not many people. There's 4 fairies in the card, so I need to give you the number 4. So I don't know if there's 4 in a family, or the 4th of a month, or the 4th month, which would be April. But she's saying to open your heart to new things. And you're at a crossroads at the minute, but in your gut, you know which direction that you need to turn, which direction to go in. And your mum's just trying to give you a gentle push to get you where you need to be. But she just wanted you to be the last message to let you know that you're not on your own and that she is with you. So I'll leave her love with you, Cornelia. And thank you for working with me. I'll just quickly pick a card for everybody for the room, because I'm sorry I couldn't get round more people. But if you could take something from a message, there is always a message in a message. And this is a card for everybody. And it says celebration. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out and dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. But we all need to celebrate ourselves, celebrate who we are and how far we've come in life. So have all that extra belief in you. You're so welcome, Cornelia. It was a pleasure to bring her through. Believe in yourselves and find that magic in yourselves and get the sparkle. Because you've all got a bright journey ahead of you. And this card's just bringing all the love in and the calmness that everybody needs. But believe in the magic, believe in your futures, and create happy memories, but enjoy your spiritual path. Enjoy all the love you get from spirit. And remember that spirit is everywhere. Spirit never let us down. And they just want to help us move forward on our journeys. So believe in the magic, believe in yourselves, and stand tall and be proud. And remember, spirit never let us down, and spirit is everywhere. So I'd just like to thank you all for being here this afternoon. It's been a lovely afternoon. I do look forward to our afternoons together. And just be kind to yourselves and be patient with yourselves. And just spread all that positive energy that everybody needs. So I will be back again shortly. And it was a pleasure to bring your loved ones through. So thank you again, and I hope to see you all again soon.